nowadays don't eat lunch. They do lunch. So today, let's do brunch, and after we do it, we can eat them all up. The first thing I want to do for our brunch is a dish I always like to do because it's light and velvety and smooth and it's wonderful. And I call this steamed savory custard. Here, I have a big bowl here, and we have 4 eggs. Now, everybody know, custard is an international affair. In France, we bake custard. In Spain, we bake custards. And in other countries, we all bake custards. But in China, we steam it. It's a wonderful secret because when you steam it, it takes half the time. Nice and easy. I have egg, beat it up. Now in China, they don't have this fancy stuff. They just exercise. By the time you finish, I guarantee you, you'll burn out more calories than you ever consume. And then also, I want to put a tiny bit of sesame seed oil, okay, 1 teaspoon, a dash of white pepper, and a tiny bit of salt, okay? Make sure, you can use salt, and you can use a tiny bit of soy sauce, but salt is better because it doesn't stain it. In the meantime, I also will cut up a tiny bit of green onion and also have some crab meat. We're going to put the crab meat in there, okay? Make sure you break them all up so they're nice and smooth, okay? In the meantime, you heat up a wok with a lot of water so you create some steam, okay? Let's put the crab meat over here. This is about 4 ounces crab meat. We also cut up some green onion right here. Okay? Now, when this is all nice and done, let me show you how easy to do this. Let's look at this. When this is done, mix them all up. Also use approximately, look at this. This is about 1 cup to 1.5 cup of broth, chicken broth. This way, the custard will not be too hard, too firm. It will be smooth and velvety, okay? Look at this. Make sure. You can take a nap. And then you go 1, 2, 3. Okay, you put it right here. Look at this. This is great. Okay, look at this. It looks terrific. Nice and smooth. Just in case you can't find any crab, just put over here. Make sure you have enough crab here. And then you sprinkle a tiny bit of green onion, tiny bit of green onion, tiny bit of green onion, and then you can steam it. Now, when you steam this, make sure, it's very important to use slow heat. So you let the water simmering, just create enough steam. In the West, we use the steam to steam the train, power the boat. But in China, we use all the steam to power our kitchen. Now, when this is nice and ready, all you have to do is steam it until they're nice and smooth and cuttery. But make sure you don't turn it down too low. If it's turned down too low, we have a few done ahead of time. And I want to show you. If it's too slow, you know what happened? The egg will be too runny. You won't be able to catch the darn thing. Look at this. This is marvelous, modern technology. And then when it's done, all you have to do is put this. Wow, never do this again. Marvelous, look at this, huh? Now, we're gonna set this aside. We're gonna do a dish. I guarantee you will enjoy it. I call this asparagus with a spicy vinaigrette, okay? Here, I have some asparagus here. Today, I aspire to asparagus. It's easy going, you know why? Because this kind of done thing is very easy going because you can steam them. This is how you do it. A lot of people, they just snap this off. When you snap this off, you waste a lot. This is how they do in restaurants. They go like this, see? they kind of trim this. They trim this and they trim this, and they set it aside. And they trim this and they trim this, and they set it aside. Okay? This way, you can use the whole thing. All you have to do is trim a tiny, tiny bit left. Okay? And when it's done, you can do it either. Let's get rid of these and clean this up. It doesn't look too good. If you want, you can cut this like this. Cut this at an angle like this, so you can put them like this. Put them like this when you garnish your dish. Then the next step is quickly either steam it or parboil it over there, because you can, as I said earlier, you can simmer it, you can steam it, you can water blanch it, or you can microwave it. It is very easy to do, particularly when you are reading your Sunday paper. You can microwave it. Okay? Here, I have a little bowl. I'm going to make the vinaigrette dressing. I'm going to add some hot and spiciness to it. All I have, let's get a chopstick. Here, I have approximately half a teaspoon of toast sesame seed. Please come out. Some Sichuan peppercorn. And also a tiny, tiny bit of ketchup, 1 tablespoon of ketchup. And also sesame seed oil. Look at this, 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons sesame seed oil. And also use a tiny bit of salad oil. And also use a tiny bit of rice vinegar or regular distilled vinegar. Okay? And basically, you also, to make it hot and spicy, you put a tiny bit of chili. Look at this chili. This will give it hot and spicy. It will wake up your guests and get them out of bed and with their appetite. And then you put the last minute, you put soy sauce. Look at this. 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. Mix them all up. Now, look at how beautiful this dish. After you water blanch it, you can run it over icy cold water, and then you put the dressing right on top and serve it like this. This is one cold dish that is very, very hot. You know, the Chinese love to eat barbecue, even at brunch. So if you don't believe me, you just ask my friend. My good friend and I are hanging out in a barbecue counter in Chinatown every day. He works here, for the time being anyway. Oh, we have a customer. Foil. My good friend always give 100% of himself to the job. This morning, weighing about 375 pounds. By the end of the lunch rush, we're probably down to 103 pounds. Besides this suckling roast pig, we also have a lot of other ready-to-eat foods. For instance, we have the soy sauce stewed duck, Cantonese roast duck, steamed chicken, and also soy sauce chicken. Aside, we have some of your favorite barbecue spare rib, roast pork. And we also have roast paper duck, Cantonese style. Look at this, wonderfully crispy and succulent and delicious. We sometimes also have the Chinese Colonel Sanders chicken. Some customer like it a little bit, the fattier part or the leaner part. We do custom order right over here. So, buddy, hang in there, pal. That barbecue place was quite a hangout, wasn't it? Now I want to show you how the Chinese homemaker or chef cut up a pineapple. Okay, here you cut this up, set it aside. This will last for 2 months. Use it as a garnish. And then you turn it to the other side and you cut it up and you set it aside. And then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Set this aside because you don't want this. Now, if you look at this, this is still have to be done because you see all this eyes. You got to get rid of these, otherwise it's very, very hard. It ruins your whole appetite. So all you have to do is this how the Chinese chef do it. Look at this. 1, cut along here, and then cut it along here, and you get rid of all of these eyes. I want to show you. You see all these eyes? all gone in one row. Show you one more time. You see this? One row of eye, 2 rows of eye, gone. So all of this is clean. And then after that, they cut it in half and cut it into bite-sized pieces. It's very easy to do. Here, to save time, we have cut up something ahead of time. So we're going to do a very, very good dish. I call this fruit and gingered plum wine. Here, I have a big bowl. And I am going to put some pineapple. We already cut up 1-inch cube. Put it right here. And we also have some mandarin orange. 1 can of mandarin orange. Put it right here. And we also have some plum wine and also some syrup from the ginger. Here, I also have kiwi fruit. Now, I don't know how many of you know that not only you love kiwi fruit, I love kiwi. Kiwi fruit was originally from China. In China, we called it Sichuan wild gooseberry. Somebody called it monkey fruit. We have been monkeying around for 2,000 years. Cut it up, set it aside, cut it up, set it aside. This is one way of doing it. You go 1, 2. You set it aside, put it here, and you go 1, 2. Set it aside, and you put it over here. Now, you can also slice a few of these, okay, for garnishing purposes. So we set aside a couple of these for garnishing. The rest, we're going to put it right in here. Also, everybody, I don't know how many of you know that somebody, if you are from New Zealand, a bird in New Zealand also called kiwi, okay? But this particular dish is not for the birds. We're going to serve it for ourselves, you and me. And then here, you see, this is preserved candy ginger in a jar. Look at this. I have this underground for about 2,000 years. And this is history in the making. Put them all in here. You can use the whole one because they are made from young ginger, so very nice. Or you can chop them all up. And the next thing you do is put the plum sauce. Here, I have approximately 1/4 cup of plum sauce right in here. Plum sauce. It got a spiciness. And tiny bit of syrup from the ginger. Put it right over here. Then you mix it up, okay? Before you mix it up, you can also use some plum wine, okay? Plum wine is nice and sweet, plum wine. Normally, you drink it after dinner. But personally, I like it before, during, and after brunch. And then when this is all ready, it is beautiful. And then you garnish it up, and you go 1, 2, 3. And then you garnish it with tiny bit of this marvelicious. Now, I'm going to show you how to make another marvelous dishes. This particular dish, I'll call it the country-style sausage patty. And I cook this every Sunday morning, Saturday morning, every morning if I have time. All I have to do, let me get rid of these. Always clean up. Be a clean cook, okay? All I have here is all these ingredients everybody can see. I have some lean ground pork. You marinate the lean ground pork and chop up some ginger and green onion. Let's cut up some ginger. Minced ginger, done. Minced ginger, done. Make enough noise to drive everybody crazy. And then I also have some green onion. Put them all together, okay? 2 green onion. Great exercise. Mix them all up. And then also, you put all the other seasoning in. Look at this. We're going to have 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Have some cornstarch, about 1 teaspoon to 2 teaspoons. Black pepper, put it right in here. And also some dry sherry. 2 tablespoons dry sherry, 1 teaspoon of sesame seed oil. Mix them all up with 5 chopsticks. Most efficient. Okay? And then after that, you are going to make patty. Make patty cakes, okay? We'll make this with beef. That's why we're making hamburger. So for ladies out there, beef cakes. I never understand why. There's no ham in hamburger. Why do they call hamburger? If you're on a diet, perfect patty. And then you put a tiny, tiny bit of oil here. You're going to make one patty. And then if you have time, you can make more patty. If you are using turkey, you can pick out all you want because it's lean. Okay? If you want, you can even cover up. But all you have to do is brown this on each side for approximately 2 to 3 minutes. When it's done, you serve. We cover this up a little bit, steam a little bit, and then I want to show you how easy it is to serve this, okay? This is very easy to do. Put our garnishing here, get the ladle, get this out, and put this patty. 1, 2. Marvelous! No brunch is completed without hot sausages. To help us to make some fresh sausages, let us welcome the bona fide sausage king, author of Hot Links and Country Flavor, my good friend, Bruce Aidells.
How you doing?
Well, thank you so much for coming over. I love sausage. And Bruce makes a sausage. So we're going to do some sausage with the next dish.
So what we have here is a little bit of ground pork. Now what's important is that it's a very coarse texture. It's a little bit coarser than the other sausage that you made. But the basic process is exactly the same like the sausage that you made earlier. You just start with your meat and add your spices. Just that I'm going to add some a little bit different spices. But these are Chinese spices. In fact, we should say what this sausage is called. It's called lap cheong. And in the front part of the counter here are some various versions, including the one that I made myself. These other ones we bought in Chinatown.
This one is a regular fatty pork sausage. A lot of pork fat. This is lean pork sausage. And this is duck liver sausage, darker. And this is the beef sausage. And now I finally figure out everything in America grows bigger. Even the sausage is bigger. And this is Bruce sausage. We're going to use in our dish, in our hash brown.
Right.
Okay. I want to show you everybody how this sausage make at home, because this way everybody can try how to make it.
Okay, so let me put the spices in. You put 2 teaspoons of salt, and my basic rule of thumb for any sausage I make is 1 teaspoon of salt for every pound of meat. So there's, I'm sorry, 1 teaspoon for every pound of meat. Then we're also going to put some soy sauce in, so that's going to add a little bit of salt. That's why we only used 2 teaspoons for the 3 pounds of meat. So we're going to put a little bit of soy sauce in, about 2 tablespoons. And I'm like Martin, I can eyeball it perfectly.
This is the first time that I ever see Bruce actually measure precisely. I am impressed.
Okay, this is some sherry. That gives it a nice little flavor. Or you can use some Chinese wine. That would be good too.
Chinese rice wine, a lot of them are 80 proof, 130 proof, knock your boots and socks and everything else off.
Yeah. Be careful, because we're going to put Scotch in here too. You don't want drunken guests. So, okay, so we just put a tablespoon, is that right? 1 tablespoon of that. Okay, now comes the Scotch whiskey. And use a good Scotch. I'm not showing the label because this is public television, but anyhow, use a good Scotch. And 3 tablespoons.
That's why in China, you use 3 to 4 tablespoons. They always serve the Chinese sausage towards the middle of the night. So just in case, you can still go to sleep.
This stuff works. Now, the other thing we want to put in is some Chinese 5-spice powder, and that has a wonderful aroma.
That is good.
Yeah.
Chinese 5-spice powder is very aromatic because it has star anise, fennel, clove, cinnamon, and also a tiny bit of dry tangerine peel powder.
Yeah, so in goes that. And of course, I forgot an ingredient because I wasn't paying attention. That's one thing. When you put the spices in, it's not the time to bawl out the kids, to get on the telephone. Concentrate, or you make the same mistakes I do. We're going to put about 3 tablespoons worth of brown sugar in. So this is a sweet sausage. And I kind of overdid it, but that's good. And let's see, a little bit of water just to moisten, but we have a lot of liquid in there already, so just a little bit of water. Okay. And then the fun part is when you get your hands in. I have 10 chopsticks. He only had 5 before. I got 10, so I'm going to use both hands. And the trick on
I have 12.
Yours are longer than mine, too. Okay, so you want to squeeze and knead the meat while you're doing this. That way you get the spices on. Doesn't that smell good?
Yeah. That smells marvelous. Marvelous and delicious.
Okay, so
in the meantime, we're going to let us stuff over here. We'll get some sausage out and see how it comes out. In the meantime, I'm going to get ready to cook. Okay, while you're getting ready, stuff the damn thing, and we're going to cut up some red bell pepper because we're going to make the Chinese hash brown with Bruce Aidells Chinese sausage. Very fast. Some bamboo shoot cut in half. Cut into chunks. Let's put all the, what kind of casing do you use?
This is hog casing, and what it is the intestine, all the tissue's been removed, and you just have the membrane. So it really has very little flavor, but of course it gives you something to hold the sausage meat, otherwise you wouldn't have sausages.
Why don't you just make it more down to earth? This is pig's casing.
Right, this is pig's casing.
Okay, let's cut it up, and then also, we have about 1 pound of thin-skinned potatoes. So we're going to put them all together and stir-fry. Let's take a look.
Whoa, look at that. You know what's happening?
I have no idea what's happening.
The meat's coming out, but there's no casing. So I have to pull a little bit of casing. I forgot, I'm busy watching you, Martin, so there we go.
That looks
isn't that wonderful?
Very fast, very interesting. Look at that. In the meantime, we are going to do our hash brown. Look at this. When the wok is hot, use approximately 1 tablespoon or less of oil. Because this is sausage, already have some fat, so we don't want to use too much. We use about a teaspoon at the most. Okay? As I said, as Bruce said, the Chinese call lap cheong, lap cheong. We're going to cut up some. I have tried your sausage a couple times ago. It's very, very nice, and I love it. So we're going to cut it up.
You didn't get drunk, right?
We did not. Oh, it's marvelous. And then when this is nice and done, we will stir fry this with a tiny bit of garlic. Garlic. Let's put the garlic in there. More garlic. Okay. And then when this is ready, stir fry the sausage. The sausage has been baked in the oven.
Yeah. Normally, lap cheong is an air-dried sausage. That takes many, many weeks. We don't have the time nor the proper conditions to do that. So this recipe has you cook it very, very slowly in the oven. So this is a completely cooked version of lap cheong. It's much safer that way, and I don't want anybody to get sick, so that's very important.
Me neither. That's why sometimes I don't even eat anything I cook. Wow, look at this. This is a Chinese-style hash brown with Bruce Aidells sausage. And when this is nice and done, we will serve it in a gigantic bowl.
Okay, I'm ready. I've stuffed all my sausage. You want to have a little contest and tie them off?
Okay, let's quickly do it.
Wait, we got to start together.
Let's do it together.
Okay, so what you do is you pinch the first one, and that gives you the length to measure the second one. That gets twisted. Okay, pinch the third one, measure, and there goes the fourth one.
Wow, I have
yours are short. How come yours are so short?
I have no idea. Typical Chinese dish. I cannot believe it. This is marvelous looking. Look at this. Long and short. I have made it.
I don't know who won, but we'll let you guys be the judge.
Yeah.
So.
Now, I don't know about, most of the time when you go out to Chinese restaurant or Chinese store, when you buy sausage, they're always in a pair with the string attached. But if you buy the whole package, there's no string. So I guess they take all the string for you.
Yeah, it's hard to package the string.
I am going to try this myself, but since Bruce Aidells, my good friend, you can see he loves big brunch. So Bruce, this is for you, and more for you.
Okay, where's the fork?
Bruce, this brunch is fit for a king. So thank you, Bruce, for helping us to do a brunch today. So until next time, Bruce and I will say, if Yan can and Bruce can cook, so can you. Joy Kin.